If your car starts fine, doesn't misfire, and no warning lights come on, you probably think your spark plugs are in good condition. And that's exactly the problem. Most engines don't warn you when spark plugs are working poorly. They simply start losing efficiency, burning more fuel, and putting extra stress on components that cost far more than a set of spark plugs. So in this video, I'm going to explain how spark plugs actually work, what changes between the different types, and the clear signs that they're no longer doing their job properly. And stay until the end, because I'll show you one detail that almost nobody checks when replacing them, and how to fix it, since it can ruin performance, increase fuel consumption, and cause brand new spark plugs to fail much sooner than they should. Most people think a spark plug just throws a spark and that's it. But in reality, the spark plug decides whether combustion happens well, badly, or in the worst possible way, without you noticing. It's not a simple switch. It's the exact point where it's determined whether the fuel you paid for turns into power or gets wasted. Inside the cylinder, the engine compresses a very precise mixture of air and fuel. That mixture can ignite at just any moment or in just any way. Because if the spark arrives late, weak, or in the wrong place, the explosion won't push the piston the way it should. That's where the spark plug comes in. It generates an electrical discharge of thousands of volts that jumps between its electrodes and creates a microscopic fire kernel, which then expands and burns the entire mixture. Everything starts at the top, where the ignition coil or spark plug wire connects. That point looks simple, but it's critical because it's where the high voltage enters. If the contact isn't firm or is dirty, the current doesn't arrive cleanly and the spark loses strength before it even forms. From there, the electricity travels down the center electrode, which runs through the body of the spark plug. This electrode doesn't sit in the open. It's protected by a ceramic insulator that serves two critical functions, preventing the current from escaping and keeping temperature stable. If that insulator cracks, becomes contaminated, or gets dirty, the spark can leak away and the cylinder begins to misfire with no clear warning. The metal body of the spark plug is far more important than it seems. It doesn't just hold the plug in the engine. It also transfers heat into the cylinder head. If heat isn't dissipated properly, the spark plug overheats and can cause pre-ignition or detonation, two of the most dangerous forms of engine damage. At the tip is the ground electrode, which is the destination of the spark. Its position defines where the discharge jumps and how the flame begins. If it's bent, worn, or misaligned, the spark forms poorly even if the voltage is there. Between the center electrode and the ground electrode is the space where everything happens, known as the gap. That tiny space is literally where it's decided whether combustion starts cleanly or defectively, and it's where most people fail by not checking it. But don't worry, later I'll show you how to fix it. A spark plug doesn't just create a spark, it also controls heat inside the cylinder. If it can't shed heat correctly, it overheats and can cause pre-ignition, which is when the mixture ignites too early, hammering the piston and damaging the engine without the driver noticing right away. In modern engines, all of this is even more critical because the vehicle's computer expects a very precise spark to match its fuel injection and ignition calculations. And that's where we need to understand the different types of spark plugs. From the outside, all spark plugs look the same, and that's exactly the problem, because many people think changing the type is just a matter of price, when in reality, each type of spark plug changes the way the engine burns fuel. Conventional spark plugs, the most common and cheapest ones, use copper or nickel electrodes. They work fine, produce a proper spark, and do their job, but they wear out quickly. As the miles add up, the electrode erodes. The spark becomes larger but less precise, and the engine starts to lose efficiency without any warning. They don't fail suddenly. They simply cause the car to consume more fuel and respond worse over time. Then there are platinum spark plugs, which many people think are more powerful, when in reality, their main advantage is stability. Platinum resists heat and wear better, which keeps the spark more consistent over a longer period. The engine feels the same for more miles, but that doesn't mean the car will automatically be faster or more fuel efficient. It means performance won't degrade as quickly as it does with a basic spark plug. Double platinum spark plugs are designed for specific ignition systems. especially those where the spark jumps in both directions. Using them in an engine that doesn't need them offers no real benefit, but not using them where they are required accelerates where in the ignition system. This is one of the most common mistakes in shops that install whatever is available. Iridium spark plugs are the most misunderstood. Many people buy them believing the car will make more power or use less fuel, when the reality is that iridium allows for a finer and more stable spark, especially in modern engines with high compression and precise electronic control. If the engine is designed for them, they work perfectly. If not, the benefit is minimal and sometimes non-existent. Installing a better spark plug than what the engine requires doesn't improve the engine. It only changes how the spark behaves. If the ignition system, the coil, and the combustion chamber aren't designed to take advantage of that spark, you're paying more for an advantage that doesn't translate into real performance. The first symptom almost always appears during startup, and it's one of the most ignored. When spark plugs begin to fail, the engine needs more effort to start, especially when cold. It's not that it won't start, it does, but it takes a little longer. The engine cranks an extra second, or it just doesn't feel as clean. This happens because the spark is no longer strong enough to ignite the compressed mixture on the first try, so the fuel injection system compensates by adding more fuel. The driver gets used to it, but every start like this is already an inefficient combustion from the very first engine rotation. The second symptom shows up during acceleration, especially from low RPM. The car responds, but with a kind of delay, as if it hesitates before reacting. It's not a total lack of power, it's an irregular delivery. This happens because one or more spark plugs aren't igniting the mixture consistently. So some cylinders push hard while others don't. The result is less clean, less direct acceleration, with a heavy engine feel, even though the problem may be less noticeable at highway speeds. The third symptom is one of the most expensive in the long run: a gradual increase in fuel consumption. When the spark is weak or unstable, the mixture doesn't burn completely, and the vehicle's computer detects this through the oxygen sensors. What does the system do? It injects more fuel to try to maintain performance. The driver doesn't feel a clear failure, just notices that the tank empties faster, often blaming traffic or driving style, when in reality extra fuel is being burned to compensate for worn spark plugs. The fourth symptom appears at idle, when stopped at a traffic light or parked. Light but constant vibrations. It's not a strong shake, but a subtle vibration that makes the engine feel slightly uneven. This happens because combustion isn't uniform across all cylinders. Some explosions are complete, others aren't, and that imbalance is transmitted directly to the engine block. Many people think all cars vibrate a little, but when spark plugs are in good condition, idle should be smooth and stable. The first and most common mistake is believing that all spark plugs are the same as long as they're the same size, and that's completely false. Every engine is designed to work with a specific spark plug, with a certain material, a precise heat range, and a defined spark shape. Changing any of that alters how the engine behaves. Another serious mistake is misunderstanding the replacement interval. Many drivers believe that if the manufacturer says 60,000 or 100,000 kilometers, the spark plug works perfectly until that point and then gets replaced. In reality, that mileage is the maximum limit, not the optimal point, especially if you drive in the city, heavy traffic, short trips, or use low-quality fuel. There's also the torque mistake. Spark plugs are not tight and hand-tight. They require a specific torque. Over-tightening can damage the cylinder head threads or deform the spark plug body, while under-tightening can cause compression leaks and overheating. Both situations directly affect the engine, yet almost no one checks this. And the biggest mistake of all, the one almost nobody looks at, this is the secret. The gap, as I mentioned earlier, is the exact distance between the spark plug's electrodes, and even though it may seem like a minor detail, it defines how the spark is created and how combustion begins inside the cylinder. It's not a decorative measurement or something optional. It's a critical adjustment that the engine expects with millimetric precision. When the gap is too large, the spark needs more voltage to jump. At first, the ignition system can compensate, but that extra demand puts stress on the coils, wires, and control modules, and the spark becomes unstable. The result isn't an immediate failure, but rather irregular combustion that causes light hesitation, reduced throttle response, and higher fuel consumption, even though the car may still seem to run normally. If the gap is too small, the spark jumps easily, but it's weak and short. The mixture ignites, yes, but it doesn't burn evenly or completely. This leaves deposits, creates incomplete combustion, and reduces engine efficiency. The driver doesn't feel a clear failure, just that the car no longer pulls the same way and fuel consumption starts to rise without an obvious reason. Many spark plugs come pre-gapped, but transport, handling, or even the specific engine design can mean that setting isn't ideal. And in modern engines, a very small difference in the gap is enough to completely alter the ignition process. On top of that, the gap is not universal. Every engine has a specific value defined by the manufacturer, calculated based on compression, coil type, and combustion chamber design. Setting it by eye or using the same value for all cars is one of the most common mistakes, even in workshops. And here's the point almost no one mentions. A correct spark plug with a wrong gap performs worse than an old spark plug that's properly gapped. That's why some people change their spark plugs and feel no improvement, or even feel that the car runs worse.